On Sunday, Elon Musk distributed $1 in million checks to 2 voters in Wisconsin, appointing them as spokespeople for his political group. This move comes ahead of a crucial Wisconsin Supreme Court election, which the tech billionaire has framed as pivotal to former President Donald Trump's agenda and the future of civilization. Addressing a crowd of approximately 2,000 people in Green Bay, Musk appeared on stage wearing a yellow cheesehead hat. "It's a super big deal," he stated. "I'm not phoning it in, I'm here in person." Musk and the groups he supports have invested over $20 million to back conservative candidate Brad Schimel in the upcoming race. The election will determine the ideological balance of a court expected to rule on significant issues in this perennial battleground state. Musk has become a focal point of the contest, with liberal candidate Susan Crawford and her allies criticizing Musk's influence on the court. "I think this will be important for the future of civilization," Musk remarked. He highlighted that the state high court might address the redistricting of congressional districts, potentially influencing which party controls the U.S. House. And if the Wisconsin Supreme Court is able to redraw the districts, they will gerrymander the district and deprive Wisconsin of 2 seats on the Republican side, he warned. "Then they will try to stop all the government reforms we are getting done for you, the American people." On Sunday, the state Supreme Court unanimously declined to hear a last-minute attempt by the state's Democratic Attorney General to prevent Musk from distributing the checks to 2 voters. This decision was made just minutes before the rally was set to begin. 2 lower courts had already dismissed the legal challenge by Democrat Josh Kaul, who argued that Musk's offer violated state law prohibiting offering anything of value to induce voting. However, the state Supreme Court, currently controlled 4-3 by liberal justices, refused to take the case as an original action, providing no rationale for its decision. Kaul did not immediately comment on the court's order. Musk's attorneys contended that his actions were an exercise of free speech rights, and any attempt to restrict them would infringe upon both Wisconsin and U.S. constitutions. The payments were described as intended to foster a grassroots movement against activist judges, rather than explicitly advocating for or against any candidate. Musk's Political Action Committee employed a similar tactic before last year's presidential election, offering $1 million a day to voters in Wisconsin and 6 other battleground states who signed a petition supporting the First and Second Amendments. A judge in Pennsylvania ruled that prosecutors failed to demonstrate that this effort constituted an illegal lottery, allowing it to continue through Election Day. Currently, liberals hold a 4-3 majority on the court. All 4 liberal justices have endorsed Dane County Judge Susan Crawford, the Democratic-backed candidate. Musk's attorneys requested that 2 liberal justices who have campaigned for Crawford, Jill Karofsky and Rebecca Dallet, recuse themselves from the case. They argued that their work for Crawford created the specter of inappropriate bias. If they had recused themselves, it would have left the court with a 3-2 conservative majority. Both justices rejected this request and stated they would provide their reasons at a later date. One of the court's conservative justices has endorsed Schimel, who wore a "Make America Great Again" hat while campaigning on Sunday. In a national television interview, Schimel stated that he does not control any of the spending from any outside group, whether it's Elon Musk or anyone else, and emphasized his commitment to rejecting activist judges and following the law. The contest has broken national spending records for a judicial election, with over $81 million spent. It comes as Wisconsin's highest court is expected to rule on issues like abortion rights, congressional redistricting, union power, and voting rules that could impact the 2026 midterms and the 2028 presidential election in the state.